So we are now live. Hello, luncheon learners. We welcome you to episode 57. We're gonna get to episode 3000, but we just want you to know we're very tickled that we're at episode 57. So today is July 12th, 2023. As always, it's a lot only July 12th, 2023 you'll ever have. So we hope we make it impactful for you. We have a special guest today. She's been a part of a group for a long, long time, but this is her first time appearing on Lunch and Learn. This is Emma Gonzalez from New Zealand. And
Hey.
anything you want to say, Emma, to introduce yourself?
Hello, everyone. Well, I'm from New Zealand. I'm Emma G. And yeah, I work with these beautiful people. I'm a coach, life coach, transformational coach, and with the background in psychology, but I have studied a lot about neuroscience and quantum physics, and then I love to help people with, put all this knowledge and share the knowledge and my techniques and everything in order to help people to improve their quality of life. That is my purpose. And with this group, we can do miracles with people.
Yeah.
Yes, guys, yes. So
Yeah.
that is me. Yes.
Yeah.
And thank
Well,
you for welcoming here.
you're
Welcoming.
Welcome.
very welcome. And we want to acknowledge that we have with us Coach Juan and Coach Cecilia. And Coach Cecilia is on a bit of a time crunch, but I think you're going to be able to be with us the whole time, Ceci, or no?
Five till.
Okay. So, just to refresh your memory, we are working with the PGI, Proctor Gallagher Institute, 7 levels of awareness. And today we are on level 6, experience, real learning. And so we're all excited to kind of have a little open discussion about that. I'm expecting that Emma is going to be leading this part of the discussion. Is that correct?
Yes, you can.
I'm be reading, you mean?
I don't think we're doing the reading. Coach Juan, Coach Ceci, are we just inviting Emma G to talk about level 6 experience and whatever she wants to share, or are we reading something?
No, we can share whatever she feels like doing. I mean, you could either read or just talk about any kind of experience, Emma, that you want to share with us. It could be anything. This is free for all, so we're always open to new ideas and
Okay.
so
And just to cut in a little bit, I want you guys, the viewers, to know Emma G is also a bit of a sex therapist, sex consultant. So sex is a big part of her conversation. So don't be shocked if you hear something coming out in our discussion. She's here to empower people to get as much pleasure as possible out of that interaction with others in the form of sex. Take it
Yes.
away, Emma.
Yes. Well, I want to read just the first paragraph of what we have because that is, will give more clarity to the people what we are talking about.
Okay.
So, said level 6 experience, when you apply a steadfast discipline and see the desired result manifest, you will feel something you never felt before. Your life will start to shift and you want to do more of the same. So that is very important because we can talk about well, in my case, sexuality. Normally people don't connect really with their partners, and talking about experience, when you when some phone there. Okay. And when you put your entire being in what you are doing, is approaching with your partner or eating a chocolate or having a meal or whatever it is, if you when you put all your being, all your senses, your mind, your body and your soul together in what you are doing, the experience that you have as a result of that is completely different. So normally people, what they do, they, for example, eating breakfast or eating lunch, and they are watching television, or they are reading a book, or they are having a conversation. They are
Yeah.
distracted by so many things outside of them. And when you put all
Mhm.
your senses, all your being in what you are doing, the experience is completely different. So, uh, or even when people is having sex or approach to having sex, they are thinking in the problems, or thinking, what do I have to do tomorrow? What do I have to do after this? They are not 100% connected with themselves and with their partners. So that is something that is very important, because um, we want to have the experience 100%. We really want to have an experience that is different. When you put all your being in what you are doing, the experience become amazing. Whatever it is that you are doing. Yes, that is what I want to say. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Emma G. Ceci, Juan, anything you want to remark?
Ceci.
Yeah, I love what you just said, Emma. Coach Emma, I love what you just said. So important that even in all areas in our lives, we have some kind of discipline. And if we follow those little steps, we're really going to have more enjoyment in life and be more satisfied doing things. If we follow, I mean, follow, we can say a routine, but follow a process, like in everything, and then we see better results. And I'm
Yes.
just can't wait to practice more stuff, learning
Mhm.
about this, be present not only in body, but in mind and in soul today. I add to my repertoire to add my soul, to add my whole being in anything I'm doing, even in watching and having breakfast. It's important to share more about the life than something else. I love the examples and I love what we're learning about the levels of awareness. And this is one very important that says nobody is going to equalize, nobody be equal to a person who has experience in an area of life. The experience is everything. That's what we call about older people. They are the wisdom. They're wiser because nobody can meet them. Life has told them a lot of lessons in life, and they are very ahead of us. So I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Emma.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's all about to be present in the now, in the moment, in what you are doing, you know? Yeah.
Yes. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking about like my little baby. She's 16 months old, and like, how do you become more present with your little ones or your family members or even your significant other? Like, imagine if you had that experience, like you focus all your energy on that other person, whether it be your baby, your spouse, your kids, like just like the way they look at you, like every little aspect of their little bodies, like growing up, like
Mm,
just put the phones to the side and like focus your entire presence on that other person. And it says right here, like it says at this level, it becomes unnecessary to gather outside information. So you don't need to go to anybody like, how do I do this? Like, no, connect to the inner person, like you. And Emma says, connect to your being, like your inner being, like who are you? And just release all that energy to your little babies or to your spouse or to your wife or to your husband. So that's what that's what's going through my mind this moment. So what about you, Bruce?
I've got a couple of things. One, very briefly, I have a picture from 33 years ago, 32 years ago. It's having given my son, who was under a year old, a bath. And you know how you wrap a little baby in kind of a bath towel and there could be like a little hood type thing?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm holding him right up to my face because I said, I always want to be eyeball to eyeball with you, and so it's one of my favorite pictures. And pardon me, it's my okay. And then Cecilia was down in Colombia this past November, December, and we're together 17 plus years. You say I've got a good relationship. I've got a good relationship. It's good. And she called me from Colombia, and we were using an app, WhatsApp, and it's a video, chat type thing. And I'm looking at her, and she's looking at me. And I got to tell you, for the first 2 minutes, we couldn't do anything but laugh. We just so long since we've been eyeball to eyeball in a concentrated fashion like this. It was wonderful. And I was falling in love with her all over again. I was like, that's my partner. That's the woman that I don't see like this all the time. I mean, she's there, and then for moments we have this, but it really awakened me. It was like, anytime we have a bit of a disagreement or something, I look at her and I say, I want your eyes, like that Columbia claw. It's like I just love being eyeball to eyeball with Cecilia.
It's something very important that you just mentioned. You said, I awake. When that was happening, you awake, you wake up. So
Mm-hmm.
that is another thing that's very important, because normally, we are doing things not very concentrated on what we are doing, not putting our being in what we are doing, because we are running programs all the time. So we get up, from the bed in the morning, go to make a coffee, and you are not thinking what you are doing, because you are running program, a habit that we have in our subconscious mind, part of our
Yes. Mhm.
paradigm. So when something happen outside of you that wake up you, you put all your attention, you put your being in it. And that is when um, you really enjoy the moment. You wake up. You wake up from this all subconscious programming. And that's happened. For example, I people can tell you in US, can tell you exactly where they were and what they were doing and what with who in 9/11. They remember exactly. Why? Because they wake up. Something happened outside of them and wake up. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
even when you are driving, you are not conscious about that you are driving. You just drive. You are running programs all the time. 95% of the time you are doing that. So you are not present. So is you have to use your will in order to be present in the now and here, and enjoy and put all your being in what you are doing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. I
just a
agree.
thought.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll let's share something that just recently happened to me, maybe a week. My mother left the house because we have a flat investment. Then I we taking a picture and Bruce took a picture of us. And I never felt that before until the moment that I saw my mom leaving the house and I'm looking at her and I say, she's going to my sister. But I was a different moment to see my mom, to be present to the value that I have at home.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
And when you
that's
posted to Facebook, what did you say about the picture? What did you tell your mother?
I tell my mom I can have many years, but still I feel myself that I'm your little girl. She always trusts me and I think she was proud of myself. She never said that because we are too many. She doesn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I feel a special connection with mom. But here, you don't have the time to look at each other because it's only somebody else there. So in that moment, I was like, Mommy, don't go. No, you gotta go for your benefit. So it's interesting that experience that we see to awake, like you said, awake to the value of your mom. People say your mommy is 93 years old, you're lucky. But you hear that over and over. Okay. That day, I felt my mom is here, and I had to be here for her present
Mhm.
and be the best I can do and be paying attention to her. When
And what happened today when your sister said, Bento and I are going out of town on a trip?
oh,
Mhm.
my brother, my sister called me and said they're going to Miami somewhere. They're going on a trip.
This is where
And
the mother's
my
staying now.
sister that took my mom. When I heard that, I said, what? I just give you my mom. My mom, you gonna leave my mom alone? She said, no. My sister, mother's sister is here. The caregiver is here. So she's not gonna be alone. I said, it's your responsibility to take care of her that I gave to you. She was so upset because I said, I'm not gonna do what you said. And I said, I'm not telling you to do what I'm saying. I'm telling you to take responsibility of what you did. Anyway, I'm gonna go no matter what. I didn't ask for permission, and she hung up on me.
Mhm.
And
I
that could,
realized how attached I am to my mom to the moment that I don't want her to go or something like if she's not gonna be well taken care of. Nobody like my sister or myself are there. So those moments are moments of learning and learning in life. Learning for me to learn to listen that my mom is not gonna be alone. Routine is everybody, when the other people are there, everything is fine.
And the
I just
sister
let it
who is
go. I somebody take care of her.
the sister who is still there, she is here from Colombia for an extended visit. She'll be going back by the end of this month. And she's the one that a couple of years ago when Cecily's dad was still alive, when they would snowbird, when they would go down to Colombia during the winter months,
Uh-huh.
it's the sister that would take care of her mother and father. And she did it beautifully, flawlessly for years. But Ceci so loves her mother and so is concerned about her that if she's not there, if the other sister isn't there, oh my God, nobody's there. And yet there's a caretaker, there's her brother there, there's a sister who always takes care of the parents. But Ceci wants to make sure that her mom's okay. It's beautiful. So she's always attuned to her mom.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I saw that, what's going to happen? You could immediately went to my mind. What's going to happen if my mom gets sick at midnight? Who's going to help her? I'm like, what? Say, Cecilia, come on. And it's
Mhm.
still is that one. Those moments that I react, don't, don't think, just react. They were holding me. So that was my experience today, not being present to the present. It's okay. It's okay. Everything is fine if I let it go. So
so let me
thank you.
ask you. Let me ask you one question, Coach Ceci. So next time you go see your mama, are you gonna have a different approach when you see your mama? You're gonna be more present with her.
Correct. I'm gonna talk to mom face to face,
You're
not
gonna
thinking on this
feel
on
her
this.
hands. You're gonna.
Yeah. Mhm.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's lovely. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Okay,
you.
so we've hit our time limit, in the interest of taking care of people's precious time. I want to say to the viewing audience and to the coaches, really thank you for another great session. Emma G, thank you for your inaugural appearance here. We look forward to sharing with you many more times in the future. And viewers, who in your life can you get in connection with that you've just, and not in a bad way, just life is getting in the way. You've kind of been taking them for granted because life is always interfering. Who is it that you could take that experience, be like Juan's 14-month-old daughter, like Ceci and her mom, like Ceci and I? Who is it that you could actually get in touch with today and just know that if anything happens to them, you can make yourself and your relationship with them whole and complete? Who could you bring discipline in a wonderful way to your relationship? And guys, does anybody have anything else you want to say as kind of a parting comment?
Yeah. Thank
Just
you for.
thank you for inviting me. Thank you for inviting me, guys. I really enjoyed this session, and I hope I can, be here at least once a week, at least. twice a week would be great. Yeah.
In Chicago, it's 3:10. What is it in your time in New Zealand?
In New Zealand is 14 minutes past 8 in the morning of a Thursday. Thursday morning. Yeah.
You're a whole day ahead of us.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. Coach Juan, Coach Ceci, you were going to say something, Coach Ceci?
This was a beautiful experience. I felt my experience today is I felt something I never felt before. To be able to allow Emma to participate and be able to even share my life with you guys in a deeper and deeper level. So thank
Beautiful.
you. Thank you for allowing me to do that.
Thank you for taking the opportunity. Coach Juan, any parting words?
I just want to thank all the coaches like everybody else. I just want to say thank you for like this is what it's all about. And today we talked about experience, and we're actually getting an experience here ourselves as coaches, as being part of this community, as being part of this company. So we get
Mhm.
to experience a lot of beautiful things along the way. And like we said, today's only video number 57, and we're planning to do way more, many videos to come. So thank you guys for being here.
Thousands and thousands.
Thousands.
Yes.
Yes. All right. We're going to sign off. Mwah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye,
Bye bye.
everyone.
Thank you.